Under the cover of night, a silent hunter emerges from the rocky terrain. The heat of the day has long faded, but the stones beneath still radiate warmth, providing just enough energy for this cold-blooded predator to thrive. This is the leopard gecko, a creature perfectly adapted to the arid landscapes of South Asia, where the sun scorches the earth by day and the desert cools rapidly by night. Unlike other geckos, this species possesses eyelids, allowing it to blink and protect its sensitive eyes from the swirling dust. But tonight, survival is not the only thing on this male gecko's mind. He is on a mission, one hardwired into his very being. He must find a mate. As he moves cautiously over the rocky surface, his tongue flicks out, collecting invisible particles from the air. Geckos, like snakes, have a specialized organ in the roof of their mouth called the Jacobson's organ. With each flick, he gathers chemical clues, scanning his surroundings for the scent of a female. Suddenly, he stops. There, just a few meters away, is his target. She is smaller, her colors less vibrant than his, but to him, she is perfect. His body tenses, instincts taking over as he begins his approach, but he cannot simply rush in. Courtship among leopard geckos is a delicate and calculated ritual. He must prove himself. He moves closer, his body language subtle but deliberate. He nibbles her neck gently, then strokes her flanks with his tail. These actions are not aggressive, but rather an age-old dance, a ritual of reassurance. He is telling her that he is strong, that he is capable, that he is the right choice. She, in turn, responds cautiously, assessing his advances. If she is not ready, she will reject him, sometimes with a defensive posture or even a bite. But if she finds him suitable, she will allow the next phase of their encounter to unfold. Tonight he is in luck. She does not resist. The mating process begins, a moment that will set in motion an incredible sequence of events. Weeks pass, and the female's body begins to change. Inside her, two tiny eggs develop, absorbing nutrients that will sustain the next generation. Unlike mammals who nurture their young internally, leopard geckos must lay their eggs in the environment, trusting the earth itself to provide the conditions necessary for survival. She searches for the perfect spot, somewhere warm but not too hot, somewhere safe, hidden from predators. At last she finds it. With her strong hind legs, she digs a shallow burrow, a carefully selected nursery for the fragile lives inside her. And then she lays her eggs. Two oval-shaped treasures, each no larger than a marble, are gently placed in the sand. She carefully covers them, ensuring they are well hidden. And then her role is complete. Unlike mammals, she will not return to tend to them. Instead, she leaves them to their fate, a fate determined by forces beyond her control. At this moment, something remarkable happens. These eggs contain developing embryos, but their fate is still undecided. Unlike humans, where sex is determined at the moment of conception through chromosomes, geckos have an entirely different system. Their gender is not locked in by DNA alone. Instead, it is dictated by something unexpected: temperature. If the sand remains at around 31 degrees Celsius, the eggs will hatch as males. But if the temperature is just a few degrees lower, around 27 degrees, the hatchlings will emerge as females. This process, known as temperature-dependent sex determination, is a phenomenon found in many reptiles, including turtles, alligators, and some species of lizards. It is a system that has existed for millions of years, shaping reptilian populations in ways we are only beginning to understand. For the next 2 months, the eggs remain buried, their fragile shells shielding the developing geckos inside. They are silent, motionless, but within, life is forming. Cells divide, organs develop, tiny limbs take shape. All the while, the heat of the surrounding earth dictates their destiny. Then, one day, the first crack appears. The eggs are hatching. From within, a tiny creature pushes against its shell, using a specialized egg tooth to break free. It takes effort, but after hours of struggle, the first hatchling emerges. Small, vulnerable, but perfectly formed, a miniature replica of its parents, and then the second follows. Both are males, a result of the warm incubation conditions. For the first few moments of their lives, they are sluggish, their bodies adjusting to the new world. But soon, instinct takes over. Their eyes open, scanning their surroundings, and their first flicks of the tongue introduce them to the scent of the world. They are born survivors, equipped with the skills they need to navigate the harsh landscape that awaits them. Unlike mammals, they will receive no parental care. Their mother is long gone, and they must fend for themselves from the moment they hatch, but they are ready. Over the coming weeks, they will grow stronger, feeding on small insects, shedding their skin, and learning the ways of their environment. Leopard geckos are opportunistic hunters, relying on their keen eyesight and quick reflexes to catch their prey. Crickets, mealworms, and other small invertebrates make up the bulk of their diet. Unlike some geckos that can climb smooth surfaces due to microscopic hairs on their toes, leopard geckos lack this ability. Instead, they are ground-dwelling, using their sturdy limbs to navigate the rocky terrain. And in moments of danger, they have one of nature's most incredible survival tactics, a detachable tail. If a predator grabs them, they can drop their tail, distracting their attacker long enough to escape. Over time, the tail will regenerate, but never quite the same as before. As the young geckos continue to grow, their bodies mature, and one day they too will seek out mates, continuing the cycle that has existed for millions of years. But the environment is changing. Climate change poses a new threat to species like the leopard gecko. Rising temperatures could skew the balance of male and female hatchlings, potentially leading to population imbalances. Scientists are studying these effects, hoping to understand how reptiles like geckos will adapt to a world that is warming at an unprecedented rate. But for now, in the quiet desert night, the leopard gecko remains a creature of resilience and adaptability, shaped by the forces of nature. Every flick of its tongue, every step across the warm rocks is a testament to its survival. And as the cycle continues, one thing remains certain: temperature will continue to shape its fate, just as it has for millions of years. Nature holds many secrets, and the leopard gecko is just one small example of how the world operates in ways more complex and fascinating than we can imagine. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the natural world, and let us know in the comments. What's the most mind-blowing animal fact you've ever heard? Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our planet.